Hi guys, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Fahri Mat Iqmal bin Zakaria. So before start the video, I want to say I hope you guys stay home, stay healthy and stay safe. So in this video, I want to tell about my short story, which is the tortoise and the hare. Hi guys, so let's move to the author background. So his name is Asok Fable. Asok Fable born on 620 BC and he born in December, Bulgaria. So if you guys know, many authors in the world have education in life, but Asok Fable don't have education because before this he was a slave. However, he have many achievements in his life. Firstly, he was an advisor to 6th century Leiden King Croesus. Secondly, he also created on his philosophy that's been used by Greek literature, which is philosophy represented animal as a symbol of human attitude, such as ego, arrogant, and greedy. Lastly, Asok Fable also create 500 children short story compilation. For example, the tortoise and the hare, the ant and the grasshopper, and the fox and the cow. So let's move to the setting in the story. Actually, setting have two items, which is place and time. So the place in the story in the forest when all animals assemble, and the time in the story being around 614 BC, which the location at the Greek since author from there. So this is setting in the story. So guys, next I want to talk about the plot in the story. Actually, the plot have 5 items, which is the exposition beginning, the rising action, the climax, falling action, and ending resolution. So first I want to talk about the exposition beginning. So exposition in the story is when the tortoise challenge the hare. Next, I want to talk about the rising action in the story. Rising action is when the race start. So, thirdly is climax. So, the climax in the story is during the race, the hare take a nap, and the hare think he is better than tortoise. Next, falling action. So, falling action in the story is the hare suddenly put up and he realized that the tortoise are close with the finish line. So, lastly, ending and the resolution. So, ending and resolution in the story is the tortoise win the race and the hare was disappointed with the boastful attitude. So this is the plot of the story. Next, the character. So the character have 2 items, which is the major character and the minor character. So in the story doesn't have many character, only have major character. So major character in the story have 2, which is the tortoise and the hare. So I want to talk about the tortoise first. The tortoise, he was a humble attitude. For example, the hare always posting itself and admit he was a faster creature in the forest, while the tortoise was a humble and the low-key. Next, the tortoise, he never give up. He never stopped but took a good step after another. So next character is the hare. So the hare, he was very proud. For example, he thought, I have plenty of time to beat that tortoise. And he cuddled up against a tree and dozed. Next, he was very fast. He was fast. For example, he bragging how fast he could run. So next is figurative language. So I found 3 figurative language in the story, which is hyperbola, personification, and imagery. So I explain one by one. First is hyperbola. For example, the hare say, I am the best and the fast in the forest. So this is hyperbola because this is not realistic. Because he could be many type animal in the forest. So secondly is personification. So the story contain personification because the hare and the tortoise not human. Display quality and traits human. That some of these traits include racing, bragging, interacting. So thirdly is imagery. So the story contain many examples of imagery. The reader can imagine the race between her tortoise and the hare because words like meanwhile, previous, and adjective like quickly, faster, spirited, tired, help the reader visualize when and how the rest took place. Next, the theme of the story. In the story, I found 2 themes. Firstly is confident. The tortoise very confident he can win the race, even though he know he was very slow. So he very determining character. For secondly is careless. So the hare actually fast but take a nap because he very arrogant about the race. So this is the theme of the story. So lastly is listen. So the story gives me a motivation that's really helped me in my life. The story told us we need to slow and steady in life. Even though it's slow, but it is surely we need to take caution. We need to take caution what will be happen in life, and we must to know how to predict the future. We must know how to predict the future. For example, in my life, I know by taking the diploma slow than STPM, but I very surely this is my very good choice for me to get a better future, because STPM is very hard to score, and even though I know taking the diploma consume the time, but I very surely diploma can reach my target, my goal life, my target. Next, we must be someone that's humble, without bragging, boastful. Because if you have the humble attitude, you can encourage the people and you can help them to be the good one, and maybe her can successful in her life. So this is my presentation short story for ELC 151. So I hope you enjoy my video and stay safe and stay home. So Assalamualaikum and see you again. Bye.